Hello, everyone. I am Ryan Clifton Bowlings. Thank you for joining me once again. I hope you all have had a great Easter. We're going to get right into the discussion. Well, House Rep ILHAN Omar, that's how you pronounce her name. I know you all have heard of her. House Rep ILHAN Omar basically got upset because of a group of Christians singing Christian songs on a plane. So she got upset about that. So before I even give you my commentary, I'm going to read a short article from Breitbart News, and I'm going to let you guys listen in on an audio clip of the actual song. It's about 20 seconds long, and then you judge for yourself if this is offensive. Me being a Christian, it certainly isn't offensive, but you judge for yourself. So I'm going to read this article, and then I'm going to let you guys listen in on an audio clip, and then I'm going to give you my detailed commentary. So let's begin. Title of the article is ILHAN Omar, Snowflakes Offended by Post Mocking Airplane Christians. Representative ILHAN Omar said that only snowflakes were offended by her post criticizing Christians publicly worshiping mid-flight aboard an airplane. And I don't think it's so much, let me say this real quick, I don't think it's so much Miss Omar or whatever. I don't think it's so much that they're offended. You know, you can say whatever you want to say. It's not a matter of me being offended. You can't offend me. Honestly, be honest with you, you can't really truly offend me. Because at the end of the day, all of us going to die. So we'll see what's going to happen after that. But I ain't going to get into that. The squad member stepped into a heap of trouble over the weekend in response to a viral video that featured Christians singing worship music while in flight. According to Omar, had the worshipers been Muslim, events would not have unfolded as peacefully. Wow. So these are the words of Omar on a tweet. These are her words. She says, she tweeted, "I think my family and I should have a prayer session next time I'm on a plane. How do you think it will end?" That's really sarcastic. Really? I mean, are you really serious? Why would you say something like that? But I'm going to let you guys listen in on this audio clip and you judge for yourself. Now listen to this. It's only 20 seconds, so check this out. Very short. I don't see nothing wrong with it. The article goes on. Conservatives and Christians immediately pounce on Omar, calling her a bigot. The congresswoman labeled them snowflakes in response. And then here's her tweet. "And the original snowflakes had a complete and glorious meltdown." This is what these radicals want. The original clip, which garnered over 30 million views over the weekend, was originally posted by Jack Jentz Jr., the founder of Kingdom Realm Ministries, who has been assisting Ukraine refugees in Europe along with his congregation, Breitbart News reported. Omar was criticized by a variety of conservative figures and pundits, from Representative Lauren Boebert to former Miss Iraqi Sarah Iden. And this is what this Iraqi Sarah, and I think she's Muslim as well, but she's moderate, a moderate Muslim. She says, just her tweet, "If someone yelled Allah Akbar, I'd freak out. You'd freak out, and any Muslim would freak out, given the fact we still have many radical Islamists in our religion. Hezbollah, ISIS, Muslim Brotherhood, Hamas, etc., all would love to hijack a plane for another 9/11. Who we kidding?" she says. And so that's the end of that article right there. You can read the rest on your own free time. And there's some other audio clips there as well. But let me just start off right off the bat by saying this is not an anti-Muslim post or video. I respect all religions, and I'm not here attacking anyone's particular religious beliefs. Now, I am a Christian, and I uphold to that, but I'm not attacking anyone's religious beliefs. So that's not what this video is about. I respect all religions. I've worked with a Muslim. He no longer works with me now, but I worked with him. We got along well. We respected each other's belief systems. I believe what I believe. He believed, but we respected each other's boundaries. We didn't try to bombard the other person with our beliefs. Now, having said that, what I want to deal with here is Omar's radical ideology. This poses a dangerous sign, I believe, to Christians in America. And what I mean by that is simply that when you have radical people like that in office, who's to say in the future that she doesn't try to push for some type of legislation to have Christians in America hauled off and persecuted? I'm just saying, her views are radical. Now, people can have a right to their opinions, but to be offended by some Christians singing a song on a plane, a worship song on a plane, to me is the most craziest thing I've ever heard. Number one, the song was non-threatening. Okay. And two, for her to make that reference to what my family on the plane and sung us some songs, how would it end? You know, Miss Omar, okay, what that's all about. Why would you even make that statement? Why is this lady even in office? Those are some people can interpret that as being you making a threat. Are you making another threat for another 9/11 situation? Is that what you're doing? It amazes me how these kind of people can still be sitting in office and say the things that they say. But then again, it doesn't amaze me because the radical left protects people like that because they have an agenda. But that's another story, and I digress. Here's the point. Here's the thing I want to point out too. From the beginning of American history, okay, let's just be realistic. In spite of America's faults, and we know that she had faults, in spite of her faults, in spite of her flaws, America was originally founded on biblical Christian principles. I know somebody previously, well, they had slaves and all that. Okay, we know that. Everybody in heaven and earth and in the pits of Gehenna know that America had slaves. But so did other countries, and they still have slaves now. It was because of the biblical Christian principles that the Constitution, Declaration of Independence, and Bill of Rights was founded on that helped get rid of slavery in the country to begin with. So let's not even go there. The point is that from the beginning, America was founded on these principles. So the morals and precepts of America have always been based on a biblical-centric concept. That being said, a lot of the traditions that people in America celebrate has a lot to do with the Judeo-Christian principles that it was founded on. Easter is one of those. Now, whether you want to call it Easter or whether you want to call it Resurrection Day, that's a whole nother story. You can watch my Bible channel on that. Okay. It's simply called Studying the Bible with Brother Bolin. And I talk about, that's more or less a religious, that's more of a spiritual, biblical-centric channel. And you can check that out on your own. Because I give a detailed analysis about what Easter is and what it is not, and the difference between Easter and Resurrection Day and that type of thing. But anyway, Easter is one of those traditions, okay? Easter is a celebration of, Christians celebrate Easter because Easter is the day, i.e. Resurrection Day, is a day where, or Resurrection Sunday, is a day that we as Christians believe that Jesus was raised from the dead. This is what validates our Christian belief. We believe as Christians that Christ's resurrection up from the dead validated everything he said. So as Christians in America, we have a right to sing on a plane, to sing in a building, to sing anywhere, worship songs that we feel is befitting our belief system. If it's okay for other people from other countries to come here, sing their songs, worship their gods, and do what they want to do, how come we as Christians, whom the doggone country was founded on Christian principles to begin with, can't sing our songs without somebody like Omar in our House rep? I don't know who she's representing, though. A House rep dogging Christians out for singing some worship songs on the plane. Are you kidding me? No. I'm very vocal about that. It's like me coming to your house and you doing what you doing in your house. You got certain music, certain movies you watch in your house that you pay the rent, that you pay the mortgage on, you pay the food, And I'll come in your house and say, well, you know what? I don't like the music you listening to. I don't like the foods you eating. I don't like the movies you watch. Well, so what? I pay the rent here. I pay the mortgage. Who cares what you like? You know what I'm saying? It's the same principle. Respect what we believe here. Why should we as Americans give up what we've traditionally been doing here in this country for decades for someone else? That makes no sense at all. But once again, closing on this goes back to the infiltration of communism in this country. One of the things that communist infiltrators would do whenever they would infiltrate a country, one of the things that they would do is they would piecemeal, if you will, destroy the traditional belief systems of those countries. So whatever their traditional beliefs were, the communists would come in and destroy that. Whether it was their religious beliefs, whether it was their cultural beliefs, or whatever the case may be, the communists would destroy that. They would demonize it and marginalize it and completely get rid of it out of the country. The reason for that was because they felt that those traditional beliefs kept people connected to their country and helped stabilize a mentality of love and adoration for their country. Well, if you get rid of all of those traditions and then replace those traditions with new belief systems, it takes away that love and that patriotism for that country. And this is what I believe the communist infiltrators have been doing from the beginning. Omar is just a radical form of that. She's a radical form. It's interesting how these people come from other places and they feel oppressed over in those countries. Then they come here for the freedoms that we have here and try to change our country to fit it don't make sense. Why would you leave your country, because they're oppressing you, come here and then try to use the same system of oppression and try to push it here? Try to make sense out of that. It doesn't make any sense. None whatsoever. It's totally irrational. But so I just wanted to say that. This is crazy. It's ridiculous. As a born-again Christian, she just going to have to be offended. I'm going to sing my songs. Be offended. You sing what you sing, I sing what I sing. That's where it is. But that's what I have to say about that. What do you guys think about this? Leave your comments in the comment section below. If you like this video, press the like button. Share this video and subscribe. God bless you all and see you again.